Hi my dear viewers, this is Simona Rich, and in this video I'm going to share with you Meghan Markle's astrological analysis. In private, Meghan's manners are abrupt. We can see that by the fact that Mars is in Cancer in the second decade. She loves arts and sciences, and she is born in a decade promising great luck in money making. She has the power and persistence to achieve her desires, and she absolutely needs to take action to achieve them. If her desires are repressed, they will become even stronger, taking over her entire mind and life. She's not as soft as she seems, and she's aware of her power. She's capable of leadership. She envies others, and she is also envied. Her ascendant shows that her temperament is hard and inflexible because of the decade that the ascendant is in. She can use force to achieve her desires. Frequent long-distance travels are predicted due to her ascendant decade. She desires adventures and can be restless. Her mind is curious, seeking new experiences and enjoyments. She has a powerful imagination and can be a good writer. She is sometimes torn by the opposite points of view and other dualities. She can sometimes be optimistic and sometimes depressed due to Cancer ascendant. She is drawn to discover that which is mysterious, and her moods can be various and unpredictable. She is likely to exaggerate when talking and can come across as boasting due to Mercury being in the kingly sign of Leo. Because of this placement, when she speaks, she can come across as an authority. She wishes to be seen as an authority, and she likes to leave good impression on others. The Leo decan, activated by Mercury, shows that it's very important for her to achieve the position of authority, as she doesn't like working under anyone. She never shows inner fragility, and she hardens more when she is pushed due to this decan being active. She's a good worker when she is given freedom due to her birthday ruled by Uranus, but can be troublesome if she is ordered around. This is the combined effect of the 4th of August birthday ruled by Uranus, as well as the mentioned decanate of Leo. Her Sun decan shows her to have great self-confidence. There could be excessive pride. She has talent for the plastic arts such as sculpture or ceramics. She is ready to fight for a cause she believes in. She wants to bring about progressive improvements. Her spirit of adventure and playfulness could be combined for some higher purpose. She has plenty of raw energy. She likes to live the life that's different from the rest. She likes to believe in her own form of spirituality. She can be dramatic in self-expression, outspoken, with exaggerated good and bad traits. She's a natural leader. Her first Libra decan is very heavy, with 3 personal planets in conjunction. This decan is about the love of justice and truth. She is guided by the feeling of that which is right. She has the impulse to defend those who are weak against oppression. She strives to be as wise as a serpent and as innocent as a dove. She wins through diplomacy and compromise, but she can also use force to achieve that which she wants, but more like passive indirect force. Through understanding human nature and because of wisdom, she has the power to harmonize discordant situations and bring people together, even those that used to be enemies. So when she's in control, she has the power to make the situation better. But when she is tried to be controlled by putting her in some group, asking her to comply to some rules, she is going to rebel. She may have a great artistic ability, and she is seen by other people as a good person, someone who would help out in a difficult situation. But she also attracts violent events, or sometimes happens to be in their vicinity. Ruled by the Sun, Moon, and Uranus, she is eccentric, odd, and doesn't easily fit into the groups and the plans of others. No wonder she loved the royal family. She wasn't able to live and act by their rules. Her purpose in life is to shine in the world, to give to the world her talents and creativity. Her purpose is to develop her individuality and to express herself fully. That's why she feels that she needs a lot of freedom. She's just doing what she's supposed to do in life, to express herself. So when someone tries to limit that self-expression, she's going to rebel. Her challenge in life is to overcome the subconscious wound left by both parents. We can see that from the aspects that the 12th house Mars makes. And that wound is a great one. Now it's fueling her to achieve in her career. And maybe the reason she became successful was to employ the career to break out of the family's influence. Also, the reason she should try to forgive her parents is because if she doesn't, her own family will suffer from discord. I think it already shows that her moods or wounds left by the discordant family background are taking their toll on Prince Harry. We can see from these photos that she's always so happy when she is pictured with Prince Harry, but his expression is often not a happy one. So this might show that already she is causing discord in the relationship. And this is because of that wound left by the parents. So if she forgives her parents, then she's going to be a much more agreeable partner. However, this is a negative motivation, so being fueled by that family wound is a negative motivation to achieve. And she would be able to do much more good to the world if she forgives her parents. Then that subconscious wound would heal, and she would be left with lots of inner drive to care for the rights of others and to fight for justice. That's the only negative thing that really stands out in her chart, this wound fueling her career ambitions as well as self-expression. If it's healed, she can be a real blessing to the world. With Cancer ascendant and heavy Libra, she could become true carer and fighter for the disadvantaged. Another problem is the lack of warmth shown by the Venus placement as well as Saturn-Moon conjunction. It's to do with not receiving enough warmth and nurturing from parents. So it's difficult for her to be truly warm, though the potential is there if she forgives her parents. And the lack of warmth is also shown on the deflated mount of Venus, or should I say hollow mount of Venus on her palm. Although her mount of Venus is hollow, the Mars mount inside her lifeline is raised, showing that she is a combative person, able to really stand up for herself and fight for what she believes in. But about her hands later on. She was born on the 4th day of August. This number strengthens the influence of Uranus, which is about originality, unpredictability, genius, and independence. She cannot be fully relied on as she is a free thinker. She can assert her freedom by taking an unexpected action. This is also strengthened by her Lilith being in Sagittarius, where she will need a lot of freedom and self-assertion to feel empowered. She feels limited in truly enjoying herself, which is also confirmed by Lilith being in her 5th house, which could mean that she experienced some trauma or unpleasantness when she was trying to have a good time as a child, like someone being jealous of her and making fun of her. Such experiences limit her ability to have a good time as an adult unless such childhood experiences are thought through and let go of. Now what Meghan's palms reveal. Meghan is actually ambidextrous. Only 1% of humanity is. She prefers writing and holding her handbag in her right hand, whilst she prefers eating, drinking, and playing the guitar with her left. We can see that her right hand has a simian line. This is again a very rare line, and I believe this is related to her Moon-Saturn-Jupiter conjunction in the house of self-expression, as well as the Cancer ascendant decanate. It shows that there is no conflict. This line shows that there is no conflict between her head and heart, and that if she wants something, she employs emotional and mental energy to get it. All her force goes into achieving what she wants, which is what her Cancer ascendant decanate is all about also. We can see the strength of such character by the fact that she managed to break away the royal from his family. This very rarely happens, because such families are entrenched into traditions and they indoctrinate their young, making it almost impossible to break free. But her heavy Libra, I think, helped her to persuade Harry. Also, the fear of making such a huge step for a royal is something to consider. This makes her persuasive skills commendable indeed. Her simian line is low on the hand, showing that the head rules, whilst emotions and heart take a back seat. But the desires of the heart and head don't conflict with each other. Her hands show a nature that's idealistic, as well as intuitive. These are actually called psychic hands in palmistry. She is not interested in the acquisition of money and material goods, which can be seen from the base phalanges of her hands. She is interested in proving her point. In love, she's idealistic and obsessive. She doesn't have passion, so she won't jump from relationship to relationship, but wait for the right person. She is obsessive in relationships in the sense that her love will be total. She won't scatter her forces on many people, but will focus on the one. Because of the absence of passion, she selects her partners based on what they achieved and their status, rather than beauty or their health. And from the descendant sign Capricorn, we can see also that she may choose a partner that is very reliable and mature. Work is extremely important in her life. Her life energy has merged with that of the career, which happens to people who love what they do. So her life is about self-expression rather than love or money. She wants to actualize herself through her career. She will have difficulties in doing that, however, because the moon, which represents the public, is in conjunction with Saturn, which represents difficulties, and is amplified by Jupiter. So this cluster is also in opposition to the midheaven. So this shows that whenever she tries to realize herself, she will experience opposition by the masses, and that opposition could be great. This can be transformed if the mentioned parental wound is healed, and then her motivation will change and the public won't react as harshly. So this is all the assessment for Meghan Markle. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Do leave a comment if you have anything to say. Take care.